This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Ben Davison, we've just witnessed a fantastic performance by Shabaz Masoud. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, I said all along that I think that from Shabaz's last fight in March, he was sitting fringe, not sitting fringe, he was sitting at around British level, probably just above. In my eyes, the best in the domestic division in the weight class. And then the progression that he's made from that time to this time, I said before the fight, I feel like he's moved up to fringe world level, and I think that he showed that there, in my opinion.
Great fight, competitive all the way through, but Shabaz always had the edge, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that Shabaz dominated. There was a couple of rounds where, we knew that Jack would work hard on what he needed to. So there was a couple of rounds that Shabaz let him fire away at a high guard. I would have liked him to be a little bit more active out of the high guard when he was doing that, but he stuck to the plan and eventually got the finish, which we said would happen before the fight.
Just talking with the media lot here, you glad you got the 12 rounds?
Yeah, we wanted it to be over 12. I think that, again, with me believing that Shabaz is sitting at fringe world level, those are the type of things that you need to tick off along the way on the checklist to really get to world level. So I'm pleased that he didn't complete 12 rounds, but done 11 and a half anyway.
It's easy with hindsight, Ben, but that was a brave fight to take, wasn't it, so early in a career?
Yeah, I'm confident in Shabaz's ability. I think that, those are the type of fights that he needs, and I think that both guys, deserve credit for taking those fights. A lot of times, boys would swerve them fights. So we was confident all along. Jack was confident. They both deserve a hell of a lot of credit for taking the fight, and fair play to them. And
how far can you two guys go?
I believe that Shabaz will be a world champion. I think that the right fights, there's certain things along the way that need to be ticked off, but I certainly believe that I wouldn't work with him if I didn't think he could be a world champion.
Brilliant. Two very quick ones, Ben, just away from that. Pat McCormack signing with Matchroom, good news?
Yeah, brilliant news. A little bit of a stall to the early part of Pat's career, but with application, Pat will be a special fighter. Really, really will. But he has to apply himself, and he's got everything that he will need to be able to fulfil that potential. And if he does that, we've got something special on our hands.
I know I'm biased, but you've got the North East lot putting a lot of weight on your shoulders to do the job with Pat.
Yeah, of course. But look, it's a pleasure to work with those kind of guys. Pat's very coachable. Like I say, it's just as long as he applies himself and he's dialed in and focused on his boxing, then he will become a fighter like no other that Britain has ever produced before.
Last one, I saw some comments that you made about the True Geordie and Tyson Fury interview where they had a little bit of a spat over the Derek Chisora fight. As someone who knows Tyson well, can you sell the general public the Tyson Fury-Derek Chisora fight, Ben?
Well, it's not my job to sell it, is it? But what I can tell you is that I worked with Tyson for a long time, and Tyson told me I can only tell the truth. Tyson told me all along that he'd love to give Chisora a third fight. I think styles, it'll always be a bit of an entertaining fight. Chisora brings it. Tyson might try and match him and make it an entertaining fight. I don't know. So all I can say is that I'm sure the stadium would be sold out. So it's done its job, innit?
Brilliant. Will you be there?
Yeah, Royston Barney Smith is boxing on the undercard, so I'll be there.
Good man. And congratulations on tonight, Ben.
Thank you very much. Thank you.